try, I don't know. Perfect. Okay, I started after my first drive. So I got like a picnic going on at hole one, so I just kind of threw my shot and came out here to set up. So where I threw from is the second shot. This is third, so easy par. Not really, we're just gonna get some practice in, man. See somebody else pulling up, so try to hurry up through these first few holes so they're not behind us. And if he catches up, you know, just let people play through. All right, let's see. So this is hole 2. I'm playing short to short today, so it's 229 par 3. Just straight down. Really just want to get over that hump if you can see it. One of the new discs I got, which is the Thought Space Votum. It's in a soft plastic. You can see it's really nice. I wish you could like actually feel it. 6 stamp. Basically what it does is going to go out and come back around. At least I hope so. That's what it's supposed to do. All right. Actually threw that way too straight. So it did what it's supposed to do, but I need to aim more out to the right. That way, when it does its comeback, it would have been in the middle. It's still not a bad shot by any means. Let's go. I think I kind of want to go for it. If I go for it right, I should be able to, even if I miss, not go too crazy. So, use the heart. Shout out to first disc I showed you was Thought Space, and this is Westside Disc. Shout out to both of those companies. Big ups. Looking forward to hopefully being able to work with you guys in the future. I'm a big fan of both companies. So yeah. Like I said, trying a new form too for putting, and that wasn't too bad. Easy put, like a half and half mix. I definitely do have more Thought Space on the wish list and in the cart, but like I already have the Gatekeeper, the Bear, and the Harp, and I want one more putter from them, from Westside, and I want the Boatman as a driver, and then the rest of the disc I'm filling out will be Thought Space. So it's going to be a good little mix for sure. All right, hole 3 is a 234 par 3. Just gonna Thought Space Pathfinder. I just want to go down under that branch. That's all I'm trying to do. Still too high of a release, but at least we're in some landing zone. I feel like this dude's trying to show. Again, going for it. I wanted to do, we're way too high. anybody that doesn't know, my dad died this year, and my friends came together and got me one of my favorite putters in a good plastic. That's him, that's me, and put a picture of one of my favorite pictures of us when I was a kid on that. And so I thought that was really nice of them. Another guy, so if I wait, let her play through, that guy will catch up. So, going Pathfinder again. Try to ride the middle and get in the landing zone to the left. Nothing crazy. Gosh, I'm dripping into my fucking glasses. Wait, pause. Oh, even with that branch, I got to where I thought I'd get. But if I didn't hit that branch, that would have been so much better. I'd have turned a little left and just been in the opening. Might have had a run at a birdie, but I got a definite run at a par either way. So it was really fun. You're not gonna be able to see me for this shot. You'll just be able to see the shot because it's muddy as fuck. Get in. Almost. We're going to throw the bear, and hopefully this time I'm going to hold back and not launch it to the white basket. This is what I always do. She just hit a birdie from that far. It's nice. All right, you see where she grabbed that? That's the basket. Just want to throw past that one tree to the right of the basket, and then it curved towards it. Problem is, I used to not be good at that, so I've been practicing to throw harder, and now I'm throwing too hard. It's still far, dude. It's a good shot, though. I can make that work. Get it up right here. Oh my God, I got scared. I thought I might have went too hard. Probably an L angle. If that happens twice, it's real, you know? It's not a bad par. It's just a doable birdie. Going to throw my thought space synapse. It's a 12 speed. I've finally starting getting better at throwing them. Just want to land in the middle of all this openness. That's all I want. Not by the tall grass, not by the trees, just in the open. And then my second shot could take me to the promised land. That's all we need, chat. We never needed anything more in our lives. Okay, so I threw it a little too high. That's why I hit that curve. So we didn't go as far as I normally have been going lately. So we're gonna have to really make up for it with our second shot. All right. So before I start doing my process over to Thought Space and West Side, I would throw the hex here. 5.5 -1.1. But we got the good old Pathfinder, which is 5.5.0.1, I believe, or 1.1, something like that. Either way, it's close enough. My turned it over like a jackass. All right, I did want to try the Votum here too. Now that one should curve back. Threw a little too hard actually. Oh, that thing is nice, bro. I love that disc so far. I'm telling you, there's something about playing by yourself that just makes you lock in way harder. But period. But I came out here with that Votum Friday. So grab this other disc before I forget it. All right. Like that. And then that one was worse. Like I said, we're just practicing. We're not keeping score, but if anybody's wanting to keep up, so far I think I'm at I've parred every hole except for this one. So I was even through 5, and now I'm 1 over going into 7. All right, this one's 203 feet, par 3. So you can see it right there. The trees make a circle that you have to get in, but it's a practice round, so I'm not going to try it. I'm also going to try not to hit these people. I'm just going to wait a little bit because I've thrown it over there before, many times. And then just going to way too worried about not hitting those people. Let's try the new one. Brand new disc. Omen just came in Saturday, didn't get to play. It was rainy all day, so I didn't even pick it up till just now, before I came to stream. So shout out ThoughtSpace for the quick delivery and great delivery and packaging. Turning that over. Oh. Honestly, I don't know which one was better. Type shit. All right. Before the record, it's a par, but that would have been a sick ass birdie. Concerned about hitting them, half through it like a bitch. All right. I hope. Oh yeah, 83%. That's the other thing I'm excited about. I got the battery pack working and everything, but I think this is, that other phone was 4 years old or 3 years old. So, you know, that battery went down quicker. So I think this one's going to be better. It's got a better battery, period, but it's brand new too. Got it Saturday. My other phone was going wonky, so I had to do some lifts to get the taxes, but I had an early upgrade, which I didn't have too much left on the phone, but I had enough that I didn't want to pay it. And I had an early upgrade. It was like 160 something. And dude was, usually it would be better to pay it off because then it would take more off the phone. But I had an early upgrade, and the deal was if I got that phone and I switched from iPhone to that, they take $1,000 off the phone. So now it's just a $300 phone that I pay $8 a month on. All right, story time over. Volt them again. Basically, it's way, here's this tree, go left. You can't see it, we'll see it when we come around. So you want to go down that, and then before you get to that far tree line, you want it to start cutting left. That's what I'm hoping this will do. That's what I'm hoping the Omen will do. We don't talk about it. All right, Omen. It did that immediate thing again. I have to ask about, I'm learning a lot. I'm not a pro. I've learned a lot more than I used to know when I first started. I understand ratings, I understand flight paths, turns and angles. I don't understand numbers all the way, like the speed. All right, I'm gonna throw from behind this. I don't care, I'm not gonna stand in a fucking puddle. Get up there, nice. All right, now. Nothing wrong with that. All right, hold on. You can see that thing down there. Get another little water break. I'm just like desperately fighting to stay hydrated because I'm sweating so much. It doesn't feel bad out here, man. If you ever wanted to come to Tennessee and live, don't. Came out of my hand way too early. Yeah, that's a tap in. Good call. Throwing that again. Afford to travel more and play more courses for you guys in the same 2 home ones. This is an easy tap in, so. I almost missed that. I said this was easy and then almost completely threw it all away. After this, 10 and 11 goes right back in the woods, and one will light up the blunt, and 2 should be a lot more easy to handle. All right. So normally here, I just throw the bear. It's all the way down this line and then curves in at the end of the tree line, and it parks. I get a good birdie. I'm gonna try a few discs here. Definitely gonna try the Omen, I think, if that's what the Omen's supposed to do. And a 9404, then this would be a good hole for it. And then I might try to Volt them. we'll see which one gets the closest, and that'll kind of determine which one I use on this hole when I play. Okay, I threw the shit out of that by mistake. Whoops. I've been working on my form, and now I don't know how to turn it down now that I've got my form good. Now I can do is power, and which is nice, but sometimes you don't need power. Oh, that's the one. That falls out of that tree right down in front. That's the one. All right, one more. Might have threw it too hard. Yep. Holy shit, I'm fucking beaming, kids. I'm gonna play the Omen. I'll show you that last, but this isn't bad. Set up here. Nice little putt. Actually, I'm just gonna take a putt at each of these. Terrible. I could have made the other one too. And by could have, I mean should have. But the Omen. Okay, that was all slushy. What a shot, though. What a fucking shot. That's a banger. That's what you want. That's 100% what you want, bro. This little landing area, not past in that creek, not too far up that way. Anything that's like, I mean, the trees make a perfect circle. Shout out to Perfect Circle. But anything in this landing zone is just an easy putt and guaranteed. I apologize if you might have saw butt crack. All right, right here, this little tree line to the left of it, basket. Now, I'm gonna throw 2 discs, because in my opinion, whatever disc you could throw on 10 should work at 11, so we're gonna do Omen first. I think I parked that, so I was right, but I want to try this because it still had a good flight path. I just threw a little too hard. But this one has a lot more space to go before it curves. Okay, so 1, I need to cut back on how far right it went. And 2, that's the negative. The positive is that's puttable. That's puttable as fuck from there. And if I cut back, like I said, it'd be even closer. And that's a good birdie. 2 things I liked. I'm getting that form down for my putts, and it's starting to come together. I had my putts down great, I just didn't have a really good form. And just been trying to copy some of the pros. I showed this. Say what? Oh my goodness. Well, on that hole? Oh my gosh. That's the one you're going to? Yeah, the one I've been wanting to ace this one. That's nice though. Oh, that's the best feeling.
I know. I guess I'll keep it.
That's why I started filming. When no one else is around, at least I caught something on film, you know?
I know. I hear you.
All right, I'm gonna try to flex the Pathfinder. I'm not even trying to flex. I'm just gonna try to go up and get in the landing zone to the right of where the basket is. That was beautiful. I actually was about to park that or get close to that tree line. Oh no, I'm further than I thought. All right, I'm just gonna try to lay it up in there. Get it right at the basket. Thought I was gonna skim past that. I think I can still hit that putt. Not I think, I know I can still hit that putt, but damn it. Because I can hit the putt doesn't mean I don't want the easier version. I should have asked her. What's harm in fouling? That's about if they play a lot and their number is maybe get some games in. Oh man, I've just been playing and forgetting to tell y'all the holes. All right, well back to that. This is hole 13, 164 foot, par 3. Usually by hole 12 or hole 12. That's sparked up. Like the other great thing about this, I just love being outside, man. It's very peaceful. There's hardly any just loud noises. You're not bothering anybody. Usually spaced out. I could play music. If I wasn't streaming or recording, I'd play music. It's just nice, man. And I know I could play music and record and all that shit, but one, it kills the video, and two, kills the battery. Okay, so this thing is up and over the hill, and a little to the left of me. So with it only being 164 feet, I overthrow it a lot. So I'm gonna use the Gatekeeper 4-speed. We'll go from there. I think that branch actually helped. I still almost overthrew it. I might need a throwing putter for this hole. Again, it's a practice round because that's a birdie shot, man. You gotta figure out what you gotta do for that. All right, 14 is 175, par 3. I don't know if you can see it. Let me look, see what y'all see. Yeah, you can see that red. It's on top of a tree. They chopped a tree in half and put the thing on top of it. So I am going to throw the Voltum. This is its time to shine. I could par that. That sucked. I'm gonna try the Pathfinder real quick. Same concept. probably should just lay this up. I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't feel like digging it out. We all know that went in. You saw that second shot? That's why I needed help with forehands. They still work though. All right, on to the next. All right there. Hole 15, 205 par 3. I'm gonna throw the Pathfinder because it's the tried and true straight down the middle for me. I just want it to go straight. So I'm gonna try to ride this line of these 1, 2, 3 trees because it does curve and I don't want it to go that far left. To deal with that. Where to put it behind me, so I'm just gonna throw. We've been on this hole for a minute. Park that thing. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. You see all these fuzzy things? What the fuck is that? This is hole 16, 164 feet, straight down. So we're gonna right down the hole. I kind of saw the area it went. It's tall grass. Might be a little hard to see, but I think it went deep. It's not a bad drive. How it started versus how it's going. Oh well. Still a good par. the main focus is disc golf. That's why I didn't change my name to like Saucy Disc Golf or anything. It just does life. So I'm also do vlogs of just traveling and IRL streams of me being other places. But I digress. 2 more left. Hole 17, 228 feet, par 3. It's that big fat tree. If you keep going straight, it's directly behind it, but it's further back, obviously. I'm actually going to try to vote him and try to hit the line around this shit. Come on, don't let that tree go around it. Yes, all of that. Yeah. I know y'all couldn't see that, but I almost parked that for birdie. It hit one tree at the very end. It hit one last tree. It dodged so many fucking trees and hit one last tree. Oh my God. Hell yeah. So close. And I'm gonna throw another. That was a really good practice shot. And that's the putter I have to use for longer shots. Because even though you can watch the videos and learn everything about the disc, you might not be able to do that. But at least knowing what it's supposed to do and seeing if you can do it after you buy it is 2 different things. So I'm just trying to see what. All right, hole 18 is a 318 par 3. If you see past down those trees, it's right in the middle of that ring of trees. Where the green ends and that big tall tree to the left, you want to get past that, because if it hooks in there, it's just so hard to get out. And that's the goal. I've done it a few times, but a lot of times I don't. Normally, I would throw the trail, empty feet trail, but I'm starting to throw only thought space and west side. And I'm also getting better at my 12 speeds, which this is a hole for. So again, synapsis. Hopefully don't get it in the woods, because like I was telling her, she lost a green and yellow disc, which is why it was hard to find. And this one's green and yellow. Oh man, all right. And that's what I didn't want to do. I mean, to the T, what I didn't want to do. All right, so I'm gonna throw the Pathfinder. That's what I did last time I was here, and it did better. I just wanted to, no, I'm gonna throw the Volta. Because if I can get it to start its curve back in before the tree line, it might be good. And if not, we'll throw the Pathfinder, and I'll just stick with that as my disc on this hole. And that's why this is a hard hole, that tree and those branches. If that branch wasn't there, the path it was going to take is going to go more right after it, and then curve left and land right in the middle. Super close too. It's all good. It's what I should have thrown, but I want, like I said, it's a practice round. So in practice rounds, I try to throw the stuff I don't think I should throw, or stuff I think I should throw, but I just never try. So I did that on both. The par 3, honestly, when you have a great game, I don't have to birdie this yet. So if I can hold a par after 17 great holes, I'm fine. Get past it. Oh, that's gonna be so good. That's the best one out of all of them. It's gonna. Probably could have threw that harder. So not easy, but I know I could do it, and I knew I should have used that putter in the first place. it's made to fly longer and glide longer, and it's the same numbers as the one I threw first, but the plastic just lets it glide better. It's a lot lighter. All right. That's it, man. It's 18 holes, Fletcher Park. I guess I'm +1 because I bogeyed that one hole and I never hit a birdie. No, I did hit one. We did hit a birdie. I forgot about that. I saved one birdie. All right, so we are even through 18. Nice little activity round, good practice round. Learned some things about the disc. Got to try the Omen. Got to try the Votum. Really, well, I've already tried one, but really great disc. Love both of them. Really great 7-speed, great 9-speed. I'm going to get this one down packed next time we come out. Probably play with this on every hole wherever we go, so I can kind of see what it does more and get used to throwing it. But yeah, man, that's it for the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out.